Hello and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison between Jak'Sho and Radiant Virtue. These two items have the same build path, and overall I think one of them is substantially stronger than the other one, mainly because the other one's slightly weak at the moment, but let's get into it. If you enjoy the content, like and subscribe, and let's go. So Radiant Virtue has the same stat line. They have identical stat lines, as they both have 20 ability haste, 400 health, 30 armor, 30 magic resist. Radiant Virtue costs 3,000. Jak'Sho costs 3,200. Radiant Virtue's passive is whenever you cast your ult for 9 seconds, you increase your maximum health by 10%. This is pretty valuable. It causes you and all abilities within you and all allies within 1,200 units to gain 20 basic ability haste and heal for 2% of your maximum health upon you becoming transcended, and every 3 seconds thereafter. So overall, this will be 6% of your maximum health, I believe. Actually, no, this will be 8% because it's 2% on cast, and then it will be 3 seconds thereafter, so it will be 3 more ticks during the duration. And ally healing is increased based on missing health. So this item has the mythic passive of giving 100 bonus health, and Jak'Sho overall has a mythic passive which gives 5 armor and 5 magic resist. This is substantially less valuable. Health scales harder than armor and magic resist. Armor and magic resist, as you build more of it, gets less valuable. The amount you need to reduce more percentage, you need a greater amount. Whereas health feeds into other items, things like demonic and titanic, both items which benefit from health, which is why the maximum health on the ult is also really valuable. Plus the heal, this is going to basically translate into an increase in your maximum health as well for, well, it'll be 8% of your maximum health over the duration. And when you're sat at like a 4k, 3k health tank, this will be 300 to 400 bonus health combined with the healing. It's a lot of additional health. Whereas Jak'Sho, for each second you're in combat with champions, you gain 2 bonus armor and 2 bonus magic resist. Gain 2 bonus armor and bonus magic resist for 6 seconds, stacking up to 8 times. So over the duration, this will be 16 bonus resist. And at max stacks, you deal 80 plus 7% of your bonus health as magic damage. Bonus health not being maximum health, unlike Radiant Virtue, and 2 enemy champions within 700 units. This is further than Caitlyn's range, so it's pretty far. And you heal for the same amount. This can technically hit every enemy or every champion on the enemy team, so this can be multiplied by 5, and that will be the amount you heal and the amount of damage you do. And it will increase your bonus resist. This used to be all resist. This is now just bonus by 20% until the end of combat. So Jak'Sho as an item is very resistant reliant. You gain a lot of resists through this item. It was really powerful in the patches before this one, as it gave a lot of flat resistances, and the increase was flat resistances as well. So champs like Aurelia really benefited from this, as it just gave them a lot of resistances when they didn't build as many. For a tank who builds a lot of resist, this item is nowhere near as good as the more resist you get. It's good. Well, beforehand. Now currently it's going to be better for tanks. However, more resist also means that you're getting less out of your the increases you're going to be getting less out of. So yeah, this will overall hurt compared to the last one, because it is just straight up a weaker item. But the benefits, yeah, it gives you a lot of magic resist and a lot of armor. It means you're not as health stacky, so you're not affected as hard by things like bulk and items like that and percentage health. But you are still going to be tagged by this because you're building a lot of health, and you'll probably build health items surrounding this. I wanted to look at champ data, as I think this is pretty important. So Zac, obviously a really good Radiant Virtue user. He is ability scale with health, and he's a demonics user. He also goes Sunfire, so it makes sense why this item is good on him. Jak'Sho would also make sense, as he is a champ which enjoys being in combat for a long time. Udyr, another champ who enjoys being in combat for a long time, also not performing as well with Jak'Sho. Radiant Virtue doesn't do too hard on him early either, compared to demonics at least. Demonics into Radiant is his best pairing, so definitely consider going that, especially with Swifties. Swifties are a really overpowered pair of boots at the moment, same with Lucidities. Shen, is a Heartsteel user, but can go Radiant Virtue. Shen likes Heartsteel as it allows him to continually do more damage with Titanic and scale up. Whereas Radiant Virtue, it's a flat amount. Well, it's a bonus amount, but it's flat as it doesn't scale as hard as Heartsteel. Lucidity is also really good in Shen. I'm surprised that this is such a small sample size. For Ornn, Jak'Sho is his most built item. It had a bug where, or there was a bug where Ornn was getting a lot more resistances. Even during this time, Radiant Virtue was his best mythic. Radiant Virtue, even though it's not here as a second option, well, being built as second as many times, it's still a higher win rate, which is interesting to see. So overall, Jak'Sho definitely underperforms on the current patch. It wouldn't surprise me if they buff it. There aren't any, or there are very few champs which do well with this as their primary item. It's definitely Radiant Virtue almost all the time. Radiant Virtue is more reliable as it as it's more it's cheaper and it has team effects, so it's more reliable, and you don't need to have as many resists to go Jak'Sho. It's not as conditional. Well, it's still conditional in terms of using ult, but most champs can use it quite reliably with their ult. Resists, don't scale as hard as health. Health feeds into other things, which is really valuable. It makes things like Demonic and Titanic stronger. And a lot of abilities also have health scaling on. There's quite a few champs which can benefit from that. And Radiant has team value. The team value mustn't be slept on. The CDR, which it gives teammates, 20 basic ability haste, is really nice, especially for like high caster mages which want to cast a lot. ADCs which actually do cast a couple of times, like their Q with things like your Ezreals and stuff like this can really benefit. And overall, the healing is really nice. It's just got a lot of health and overall bonus health attached to it. So it will feel a lot more noticeable than Jak'Sho. Plus, it's cheaper. So overall, that's my comparison. I believe Radiant is definitely better at this current time. It wouldn't surprise me if they nerf Radiant and buff Jak'Sho. I don't know if they will nerf Radiant though, but Jak'Sho definitely will be on the buff list, I imagine. So that's my conclusion. If you enjoy the content, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.